All right, we're on. Hey guys, this is my very first review I've ever done on anything. Look, I thought, if I get this bike, I'm going to do a review on it. If it's good or it's bad, whatever. I appreciate when people do reviews, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to throw one up there. So bear with me. I'm just talking what's in my head about this bike. It is the Specialized Status 160 front, 160 rear. She packs a punch. Before this bike, I had a Trek Fuel X7, which is pretty much a trail bike. And I'm more into throwing and frapping and brapping around, hitting jumps, whatever, enduro style. But I need to get to the top somehow. Where I live, we've got lots of single tracks and you've got to ride to the top, as you used to do anyway. Which it has a little lockout thing, which is surprisingly amazing. You lock that out, doesn't matter about the head angle being 63 degrees or whatever it is. It's actually pretty sweet to ride up, turn and burn. This thing's heavy. I'm comparing it to the Trek Fuel that I had, but it's heavier, but it's like sturdy. I found that I'm so grounded. If you landed in those, big whips, big kicks, when you landed, you're stuck to the ground. When those berms, I'm not feeling that I'm washing out at all. It absorbs it so much. It's the first time I've ridden Fox before, the Fox 36s. They're pretty sick. Like, I've flat landed hard and I still haven't bottomed out on these or anything like that, and they haven't needed to change anything. This whole bike is this factory as it came. The only thing I've chucked on there is these step 1 pedals, small, which are mad. Just the composite ones, just a bit lighter because it is a heavier bike. Like, eventually I'll get some carbon hangers and change things up to make it a little lighter, but for now, as soon as I got it, I've just been riding it every day, and she is dirty. If you have a close look, I haven't washed her yet. I just took her for a ride yesterday, and needs a clean, but anyway, I've had it for 4 months, so I've been riding it as much as I can, and I'm impressed with how much you can beat this bike up. I've come off already pretty hard on it, and nothing's broken, nothing's come up short. I came up short on a kicker to the point where I thought it was going to buck me because I was going quick, and I cased it so hard, I thought I'm going to break the rim, all the rest of it, and go over the handlebars, but the whole thing just absorbed the whole impact. I was so surprised, and so was everyone else who was around. They thought I was dead meat. Brown bread, dead, but I wasn't. So, what else to say about this thing? I got the S3, which is, I'm like 5'8". I'm not tall, I'm quite short. And so I went with the S3, which is like an in-between of medium, small, I'm pretty sure. But it's been sweet. One thing I've noticed is, obviously, if you don't know, it's a mullet. I have the 29 up front and the 27 in the rear. The front is a lot heavier than you think. Like, obviously everything's happening up here. It's heavy, but it helps you guide. Like, when you're in the air, when you're coming into something, it is heavier and you feel it, but at the same time, it helps you guide where you're landing and it's in control. The rear, it's loose and it's awesome. You can throw this thing around and the front guides it back in. It's kind of like drifting. If you know anything about drifting, I love it. I have a Toyota Chase. I've been drifting my whole life in cars. It's kind of the same kind of setup. You want to throw it around and it will easily just guide back where you're going. I'm running the Butchers, which is just the factory Specialized tires that come with it. They get a bad rap, but all in all, I think they're sick. Like, I haven't had any problems. It grips, it throws, it's fast rolling. No, I don't know. I'm not there to be making time trials. I'm here for a good time, and that's what this bike is. The no-name wheel, Specialized ones, like I said, when I cased it, I thought I would have buckled or blown something out, but no, they've been sweet. I've had no issues. Trying to think what else. It's just a sick bike. You can roll over anything. When I was on the Trek, a few times I'd get caught up over the handlebars, braking issues, whatever it is. I haven't had an issue with this at all. The brakes are surprisingly, they're just the SRAMs. And they pack a punch with the 200 mils. I'm trying to think, what should I change on this bike? Where should I start spending my money? And at the moment, I'm not going to spend any money on it. You don't need to. Just go hard. Except bars. I want to get some carbon ones only because I feel just a little bit lighter up the front for me personally, but some people like it a bit heavier if you're into that. The head angle is, if you have a look, is super slack. That's what makes this bike so fun. It gives you confidence to go down or over anything. You're not going to go over the handlebars on this thing. That's just word for word. Yeah, it's a sick bike. And I hope this review, I don't know, put a comment or something down the bottom if you want. You don't have to. I'll read it if I remember to. And I'll write back because I'm a nice guy. Specialized status 160. Send it on this. It's a weapon. All right? You catch your boys and girls or whoever you are. Yeah.